Okay. Um, Guess we'll start now. I apologize for the technical difficulties, everyone. Thank you so much for joining this new link if you were able to make it. Um, and if you know anyone that wanted to join the previous webinar, please share them this link so they could join here. Again, I apologize for the technical difficulties, but hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Eugene, and I'll be your host again today. Thank you so much for joining today's webinar. And we cannot express just how grateful we are to those of you joining us every week, or even just this one, wherever you may be. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So today we will be going over API, and Sean, our backend developer, will be taking over today's webinar and teaching you how to use our API program. So Sean, how are you?
Hi, Eugene.
Hi, Sean. How are you doing today?
It's going well. Thank you.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about who you are, how long you've been working at Akool, and a little bit about your past?
Sure, no problem. Hi, everyone. I'm Sean, backend developer from Akool, and now responsible for our algorithm backend queue development.
Okay, thank you so much, Sean. So before you take over and teach everyone how to use how to use API, um, what exactly is API? So API is, if you don't know, application programming interface. And before this, I had no clue what API was. And as I was doing research, I found some nice analogies that people came up with that I would like to share with you guys. So in simpler terms, in case you don't know what API is it acts like a specialized language for technology. So just the same way how Sean and I are talking right now over a phone call, applications will be able to speak to each other. They will be able to facilitate communication between different applications, and in turn, automating tasks while eliminating the need for manual intervention. So one very, very simple way you can think about, which I loved, was whatever you can do with a hand and mouse, basically API will be able to do it for you. So its primary goal is to simplify the process, making our digital lives more efficient and user-friendly. So what are some benefits? Well, like I just mentioned, they excel at task automation, enabling technology to handle complex tasks that would otherwise require much human effort. So this is done by, again, seamlessly transitioning information between different applications. The smooth data flow is crucial for maintaining a streamlined and interconnected digital system. So from here, I don't know much about API, so Sean will be taking over and I will be stepping back for today. And again, at the end of this webinar, we will be hosting a Q&A session, and our CEO, Jiajun, might be joining to help out with this Q&A. But during the Q&A, as always, we will be giving out a Google form, or I will send out a Google form where you can fill out the form saying, "Hey, I joined your webinar. I loved it. You were awesome." And we will reward you with 600 credits as a token of our gratitude. But until then, Sean, take it away. Thank you so much.
Okay, no problem. So I'm going to share my screen. Uh, so hey, Eugene, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, no, okay, thank you. So now I will introduce our Aqua Open API, and at first we need open our get postman link like this. Uh, how can I share my link? Oh, let me check.
Oh, if you send it to me, I can send it in the YouTube chat if you don't have the uh chat open.
Oh, okay, great. So this is our Open API documentation link, and I will introduce our Open API based on this link. So first, open the documentation and then and then follow the API instructions. The instructions say we need to register an Akool account and obtain credits and get our API token. So I open our Akool website. And then register and login. I already login. And then click select API and click get token button. So and now the token information is already in the clipboard. And then paste it in PyCharm. And I already have one, so I will use my old token like this. This is my old token string. I will use it later. So the first section is face swipe API. We will use this API to change face in image or video. Now the first API is image face swipe. We can use this API to replace face in images. We need to copy the example JSON request body. And remove the data remove the code we needn't. Before I call the API, I will introduce a pair parameters. The first one is source image, a collection of face in the original image and the target image, a replacement target image information, and then face enhance, whether facial enhance, one means open, zero means close, and then the last one, modify image, modify the link address of image. You can see here the source image is a list of face detected data. Its first field is path. It means link address of the image, and then options is face data. It's face detect data. We can get the face detect data through this API. I will introduce it later. Okay, so. And then create copy, and then we need to copy the example request. And before I request this face swipe API, we need to generate a request header. Request header, it will be easy to generate. We need to replace the token string with our old token, with my old token. So I will replace it. Sorry, wait a moment. The token information will be reused, so I move it to the top. And don't forget to import and So now we can run these APIs. Oh, that's right. Well, sometimes API will take a bit long to respond. It's okay. I will try it. I will try it later. And if API response successful, we will see this response data like this. ID field is the ID of this task, and the job field is the job ID of this job. So next one is video face swipe, a very similar API to image face swipe, but has different parameters. We can use this API for video face swipe. It also has 3 parameters. Like source image, target image, modify video. So the modified video is the original video that we want to change the face. And before I try the new API, I will try last API again. Oh, sorry, I mean. Okay, no problem. We can see the example response. So back to the video face swipe, and I will try this API. We can see its example response. Also, it's in response data also have ID field, URL field, and job ID field. URL field is the final result we want. Okay, I see some questions. So if you want to know how to construct options, you can use this API, the face detect API. Yes, use this API, you can get the face detect data that we mentioned at image face web APIs. You want to construct options data, all right? You can use face detect API. It has 3 parameters: single face, image URL, and IMG. Single face, false, it is a single face picture. This should be true when the income picture has only one face, and false when the income picture has multiple faces. And IMG is a base 64 codec string. You can either use image URL or image. Which one is okay? So next one, FaceWeb result list by IDs. We can check the task status with this API. It has only one parameters, IDs. IDs is a comma separated string. So it means we can pass in multi IDs at once. But this time we will only pass one. This is the example request. We can copy it and paste in PyCharm. And run script, we will get the response from our backend service. And the example response like this. We can see many response fields, but we only need FaceWeb status and ID. FaceWeb status tells us the status of this task. 1 means queued, 2 means process, 3 means success, and 4 means failed. And ID, we will get the task status by this ID field. So next one is FaceWeb user credit info. We can use this API to get our credit info and a very simple API, no parameters and get method. This is example request. And if it's success, this is example response. It will tell us our credit information. And the last one, API document, is we can see some detailed information from this PDL file. Let's check it. So if we need additional information about this API, we can download the PDF and check it and review it. Today I will skip it. The next section is image generator. The first API is text to image or image to image. We use this API to generate image based on our text or based on our source image. It has two parameters. Prompt describes the information needed to generate the image, and the source image. This means this is our source image that you want to you want to generate the image based on this source image. And if you only passed in for this prompt, so the final image will be generated based on the prompt. And if you pass both prompt and source image, the generator will be The image generator will based on your source image. Okay, let's try it. Copy the request body. And remove this comment code. Oh, also copy the URL. And then run. It's okay. We can check the example response at here. So if it's successful, we will see these fields. We only need to focus on the ID and prompt and the image status. The image status tells us the status of this task. And if it becomes to 3, it means this task success. And if we want to check our final result, we can use this API, image info. Copy this URL and paste in Python. And copy our previous code. And if we write, we will see our task status. We can see the example response. The image field is our final result. Just download this URL, we can get our final result we want. Okay, next one. Next one is generate 4 key or variations. Use this API, we can make our image more clearly and more variations. It has 2 parameters, ID and button. The image ID you had generator, you can get it from this API. This is API. And the button, the type of version you want to perform, you can get the field display buttons values from this API. And the button means U1 to 4 generate a single 4K image based on the corresponding serial number original image. V1 to 4 generate a single variant image based on the corresponding serial number original image. We can get the button from this API, image by info by ID. So in the example response, we can see the display buttons U1, U2 to U1 to U4 and V1 to V4. So back to the generate for key or versions. Let's check its example response. Also, image status, also ID. Image status will tell you the task status of this task. Okay, let's move to next section, Reage API. The first one is image reage. We use this API to change the age of the face in the image. It has three parameters. Target image, face reage, modify image. Target reage is replace target information. You can see it needs pass options. So it means this API also need face detect, and we need face data here. Face reage, this field indicates whether you want the face look younger or older. Negative numbers means getting younger, and positive numbers mean getting older. So number 10 means 10 years older. Modify image is the image you want to reage that face in image. So let's try this APIs. Copy the request body and paste. Also remove the comment and I copy the URL. Sorry about it needs post method. We can see the example response here. So, sorry, wait a moment. I will check this issue. Okay, I will try our API here. Use Postman. So replace the token string. And then run it. Okay, we can see the response data here. We need this ID field and the job ID field and the URL field. This URL is final image we want. So next one, video range. It's very similar to image range, and also three parameters and also target image and also options. This API also need face detect and face range parameter and modify video. And next one, read result list by IDs. We can use this API to get our final image from a backend service. We can try it in Postman. Copy our response ID, and we will use it. And now replace this ID field with our response ID, and replace the token string. And right. Now we can see the response data. We need job ID, URL, and ID. So its face status is 3. It means it's success. We can check the final image. Copy the URL and just download it. So this is the final result we got it. It's success. And next one is face rate task cancel. We can cancel our face swipe tasks by this VPI. It has only one parameter's job IDs. We can try it. Copy our job ID and then replace it with the example. And don't forget to replace the barrier token. and run. And I have to see, well, this API, we can only cancel our task if this task is queued. And if this task was successful, we can cancel it. Next one is face detect API. We just introduced it. Let's see it again. We use this API to detect face from image. Okay, next section, talking photo. We use this API to make the photo to talk, and it has false parameters: talking photo URL and input text, voice model ID, and rate. And I will introduce Wells model ID. We have prepared some Wells model in advance. Wells model ID is their unique identifier. We can get these IDs from the voice info API. We can check it. Also replace the token string, no request body, and no request. Okay, let's try it. Maybe I copied the wrong token string. I will try it again. Oh, I get error message. You don't have permission to operate. Sometimes if we access something which not belong to us, we will get the error message. You don't have permission to operate. It's okay. Let's check the example response. Sorry, my fault. I tried the wrong API. We can get the voice model with this API, voice list. Okay, it's a success. We can get the voice model information here. It's a list of voice model, and we can get the preview URL here. We can check it. Basically, it's a MP3 voice file. We can check the voice model list and pick anyone we want. Let's pick one at random. I will pick this. So let's back to talking photo. and use our talking wealth model ID we just picked. Sorry, forgot to introduce its parameters. It has four parameters, and the last one is rate. It means speaking speed of the voice model. 100% means normal speed. And then run it. Okay, let's see the example responsive data. We need ID field and the video status field and the talking photo. This is our final. This is our source image and the final. If we want to check the final data, we will use another API, video info. So video status 1 means it's queued. Let's copy this field ID. Replaced it and run. Okay, it's success. So the final result URL is here. We can see it's here. We can see its video field. And the video status is 3. It means the task is finished. We can check the final result. As you can hear, she say hi. And the next one is video translation. We use this API to translate the language in video to any language we want. It has two parameters, a very simple API. The first one is URL. It means your target image, target video file. And the second one is language. It's a language code. We can see all the supported language here. And then let's try it. And before we run the API, we can download the source video and review it. And when we get the final video, we can compare them. Then we will translate it to Japanese. We can see the response data. We need an ID field and target video field. The video status field is 1. It means our task is queued. Next one is video info API. We can check our task status with this API. Let's try it. And don't forget to copy the ID field. It's the unique identifier of our video trace task. Okay, it works. And the video sub status is 3. It means our task is successful. We can download the final video and check it. Okay, it works. The video it was translated to Japanese. So let me see. These are all our APIs. So do you have any questions?
Hey, so oh, so is everything covered?
Yes, this is everything.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sean. Before we move on, it looks like some people might have missed the very beginning, like maybe the first like 5 to 10 minutes of you just opening everything up and setting it up. Do you think you could go over that just for a second?
Yeah, sure. So I will reintroduce our refaced API. Is that right? So let's back to the image face swap API. This API we can change the face in the image. So, so let me introduce this image face swap API again. It has 3 parameters and source image, a collection of face in the original image, and the target image, replacement target image information, face enhance, whether facial enhance, 1 means open, 0 means close, and modify image, modify the link address of the image. So you can see the source image is a collection of face. If you want to try this API, we have to get the face detect data. We can get the face data with this API. Sorry, this API, face detect. It has 3 parameters: single face, false, image URL, IMG. Single face is single face pictures. pictures when the incoming picture has only one face, and false when the incoming picture has multiple faces. And we can use either image URL and AMG. Which one is okay? And let's try the face detect API. And if we want to try this API, we need create barrier token. We can get a token from Akool website. So we need to log in, register and log in the Akool website and click API get token button. And then the token information will be in the clipboard. You just open our PyCharm something, some another editor and paste, right? Paste. So we will get our token information. I already have token information, so I will use my old one, like this. Copy it and replace the token string with our token. It's okay. Let's check the example data. We can see landmarks and the region and the seconds and the error code field, but we only need landmarks. We can see for each phase, we get 6 points, but we only need the first 4. We can concatenate the first 4 with clones. Sorry, with colons. So we can get our face detect options like this. First four points and clones. And then we can try our face swap API. And then run it. Okay, we can see the response data. We need the ID field and drop ID field and the URL. This URL is our final result we want. So if we want to check the status of this task, we can use this API. Face web result list by IDs. It has only one parameter, IDs. It's comma separated by commas. So we can pass in multi IDs at once, but we will pass only one this time. Okay, let's try it. And don't forget to copy our result ID. We need it. Okay, it works. The final result field is URL. We can download it and check it. Let's check the source image and the comparison. This is source image. Sorry. And the target image. So this is the source face, and this is target face. This is the final face. We can see the face shape changed and the eye color shape changed, so it works. Okay, I think this is enough. Hi, Eugene.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, Sean.
Thank you, thank you.
All right. So I hope that helped everyone. I hoped that answered some of your questions that you might have had. Okay, let's see. What if I want to produce talking photo using an audio MP3 file that I produced in advance from 11 Labs? Does the API let me provide URL to my source audio MP3 instead of using input text plus voice ID? So if looks like Jiajun might not be coming on. If you guys have any API related questions, Sean requested that you just email us and then we could answer those questions through email. Unless you have very simple questions to ask, or if Sean wants to answer this one right now. But otherwise, Comedy Scott, you have my email, so just email me that question and I can forward it to Sean and he'll have it answered as quick as possible. But until then, let me get the Google form. Give me 1 second. Okay, I am going to paste this. So again, I'm going to keep this open for just until the webinar ends. But I will keep it up maybe a few minutes after the webinar in case there are no questions. But yeah, Comedy Scott, please email me the question and I will forward it to him. And please fill out the form as a thank you. Oh, and so I mentioned this last week, but if you guys want more chances at getting Akool credit, I created this form, or you could just go into Discord. I will probably post this on Discord as well. But from here, sorry, 1 second. From here, please submit any G2 or Trustpilot reviews that you make. And sometimes when you make a review, it'll take some time for it to process because I think they have to accept it. But once, I'm sorry. But once they accept it, just send, I'm so sorry. Please just paste the link into the Google form and we will reward you with 500 credits as a thank you for your amazing review. And you don't have to do it through the form. You can, like last time, just open a Discord ticket with me and submit it there. But I will have the form posted in our Discord channel for you to access at any time. So again, it's either G2 or Trustpilot. You could just type in Trustpilot Akool or G2 Akool and it should show up. But you need to make an account in order to make a review there. Okay. And if there are no more questions, thank you so much, Sean, for joining the webinar or for hosting today and guiding everyone through API.
Thank you, Jin. Thank you for the host.
Of course, thank you so much. Okay. I will wait a few more seconds to see if anyone has any any questions. And I recorded this webinar. I'm going to edit it a little bit and then have it posted by tomorrow. So if you need to rewatch anything, um, you could just check out Akool's YouTube channel. But other than that, I will keep the forum open for a few minutes after I end this webinar. If no one has any questions, thank you so much for joining again. We really appreciate it. I apologize for the technical difficulties that we had in the beginning. But thank you for moving around, for working with me and then joining in this new link. I will see you next week about creation time. One second. So Rahul, but Trustpilot is mostly rejecting the reviews we post. I'm not sure. I'm not too sure myself how Trustpilot works. I just know that I think their reviews need to be in higher quality. You can't just say it was good. I think you have to be descriptive, and I believe that might be the reason, but I'm not too sure. Um, because the reviews are screened. Um, so Rob has a question about creation time and some time response not get 4 minutes. Um, if you an extra credit cut would not get video proper. If you could just email me with the details of your question, I'll be happy to answer. I'm not understanding exactly what you are asking, but I'll be more than happy to help if you email it to me at here. You can email me here or just open a Discord ticket and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Okay. You've been trying to get in touch with them for the last 7 days. Ooh, I'm not sure then. Have you tried G2 if Trustpilot is not working? I did a Trustpilot review. It got approved quickly. You are still, oh, okay, that's good, Scott. Got approved quickly. You're just waiting for G2 to be approved. Oh, Shaw is saying the result was good, but the one problem is creation time and video face swap. Sean, do you have any input on the creation time for face swap API? Or Shaw, are you just asking about face swapping in general?
Well, sometimes the face web API will respond very quickly, but sometimes our backend service will be very busy. So I think it will take more longer.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Sean. I hope that answered your question. So I'm guessing it entirely depends on how many people are using it at the moment. But I hope it gets fixed soon. G2 already got approved, used the same review details, but Trustpilot rejected it. Oh, interesting. It's very interesting. I wonder what the criteria is. But again, thank you so much for joining the webinar. So just I guess keep trying. The forum, the Google form will stay for a while. So even if you don't get the review accepted right away, you'll get the review eventually, hopefully. But if not, I guess try again. But we'll always be here. Okay, thank you so much. Please join us again for next week's webinar. Same time probably. Oh, I see some 3.0 version of the API in Sean's Postman. How long can we expect it to launch?
Well, I'm not sure the 30 the point zero version of API is under development. I'm not sure, and will be published after a month. I'm not sure, really not sure.
Okay, okay. Then that's probably something I can ask Jiajun about. Okay. Any updates about new product? No, not at this moment. Nothing I can say. But not at this moment, Shaw. Thank you so much for joining the webinar. Maybe we'll have something next week. I guess you'll just have to join to find out. Thank you so much for joining the webinar, everyone. Please fill out the form that you letting me know that you joined the webinar. I will be closing it soon, and hopefully your reviews also go through. And if you have any questions, email me at eugene@akool.com or open a ticket at Discord, and I'll help you out. But one more thing. It looks like he's asking if I take start image to video product API. Sean, do you think you could answer his question? I'm not sure what he's trying to ask. I don't know if it's just because I don't know anything about API.
She's asking if he can take image to video. I'm not so sure. Image to video. Maybe
Um,
she's talking about the talking photo.
maybe
I'm not
if
sure. I'm really not sure.
okay, it's okay. Just Sean just email me the question and I'll forward your email to Sean and he can help you out through email. And I think that will be the best case scenario. Okay, thank you so much for joining us, everyone. I'll see you next week. Bye. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you. Thank you.